Hello. We are going to another Stormblood dungeon. This is the new version with the NPC support, and so just a few mechanics have changed. Castrum Abania. In this dungeon, actually, there's a significant boss fight that has been changed. The previous version was very chaotic and it was very difficult for most people to figure out, and so they've simplified it a lot more. This was the main reason why I decided to remake all of the older guides, because of this bigger change. Okay, so starting out, I'm gonna pull all this stuff. You'll notice one of them comes out of this like wall thing. So you'll have to keep an eye on the walls. Whoa! I think this is one of the mounts you can get from PvP too. Okay, so I'm grabbing all the ads. When you're running with NPCs, you gotta make sure to keep an eye on your party members to make sure they're still following you. Okay, and then the 12th Legion Avenger Ape armor thing. Oh, you can't see it because of the chat box, but he's right behind me and he's doing this circle AoE shoulder cannon, so just make sure when you're running you don't like pause and sit in those AoEs. Okay, all my party members are like super way back there, and that's because they can still see the NPCs. But once I turn this corner, I'll line of sight this stuff and hopefully they come up here. Actually, wait, I noticed, okay, never mind. I noticed that there was one here, and so they had one of the ads, and so I was like, okay, I can't do my whole pool because they're kind of straggling back there. It's just part of the difficulty of running with the NPCs. They do what they want. But it's fine, I keep going. My health is still fine, so I still try to pull more. It's totally cool if you want to do smaller pulls, but I've just run these dungeons a lot, so I like to kind of maximize my stuff and be more efficient. Okay, lots of AoEs and things to dodge. I'm almost dead. It's fine, I have my invuln. And I'm running closer to Alpha Nod, so he will hopefully heal me. Yeah, see, we're good. We're chill. It's fine. But yeah, do smaller pools if you're still like new to tanking and stuff. It's not any trouble for others. So some people might get fussy about it, but I mean, usually people are pretty nice about people taking their time, right? After the other set, we take care of these other ones that come out of these wall cages. Lots of AoEs to dodge. Watch out for these AoEs. Okay, this door thing opens, so we go in here. I pick up these little bits. And then I'm gonna go towards this door, and I'll open up and then we'll get all these ads here. We've got some that are ranged. And so, like, he's not going to move that much, and so that's why I'm kind of hanging out over here to make sure my AoE thing can hit all of them. Watch out for these AoEs. And like, these two, the twins, are back there. They're ranged too, though, and so as long as they're close enough to do attacks, and as long as I get my heals, it's fine. It would just be bad if like Alpha is like all the way back here. It's like, oh yeah, I can still attack the thing, but I'm like, dude, I need you closer so that you can heal me. That kind of situation. Okay, moving on, we go to the first boss here. You'll notice that there are these little cannons on the side. We'll utilize those later. And you'll also notice here, if you look at the arms of the boss, there's some wheels, okay? So it's gonna punch me with his wheel arms, his hands, wheel hands. That's mean, I shouldn't say it like that. Anyway, we got AoEs here, so make sure you dodge out of those. Okay, dodge out of this. The balance though, have you ever ridden on a unicycle? I haven't. I imagine it's hard though. Okay, Imaginary Fire 3. It's gonna be a raid wide. Okay, so the boss is going to go to the front of the stage and then telegraph this like direction that it's gonna go. Wild speed here, okay. It's gonna move around, and you have to figure out a safe spot so you don't get hit with any of this. So it's gonna go here, here, then here, and then here. Also, these dudes show up, these soldiers, and they are going to run to the cannons, and they're gonna essentially use the cannons. Okay, so the boss is running around and stuff, and we want to attack the ads so they don't use the cannon, and then we can use the cannon. So take care of the ads. Like over here, this dude is using this cannon right now, and we'll do well, he was, but the NPCs kind of took care of him pretty quickly. Yeah, see, so like these AoEs, they're coming from the fact that these dudes on the sides are using the cannons. And so you want to remove those people, and then you can click on this thing and control the cannon. And then, so that's what this AoE thing is. The thing is though, when you are using this, you can't move. And so if the boss is going to rush over here, there's a potential you can get like, you know, crashed into. So you want to be careful about where you're positioning yourself. Also, here I'm positioning this thing at the end of where the boss will be, and then I'm using the Magitech Pulse thing to try to stun the boss. And there we go, I did it. It's fettered, and so now it's not rushing across. So here it's rushing across. So I'm trying to aim at where the end is going to be, and then I cast the thing. And then it was going to, you know, rush across again, but I was able to put it in fetters and then stop it from driving around. Okay, that attack right there is considered the Tank Buster. This big wheelie attack, this wheel attack. Okay, so make sure people aren't in front there with you. Magitech Fire 2 is going to be the AoEs, and I keep clipping into the wall. Magitech Fire 2 again, okay, that drops underneath somebody, so make sure you dodge out of that. That wheel thingy again, so that's a Tank Buster. Magitech Fire 3 is going to be the raid wide. Okay, the mini canyon is damage beyond repair, so we can't use these anymore. Sure. I keep getting hit with this wheel thing, sure. I considered repositioning the boss, but I was like, it's fine. They're not like actually getting hit with anything standing over there, so it's okay. Okay, yeah, watch out for these AoEs. Like usually in other fights, I might like, you know, bring the boss back over here and just have it face this way so then people can be behind it, but we didn't really have that many issues with this, so it was fine. Fire 2, AoEs underneath people, just dodge that. Okay, and it would reset here, so we'll just repeat the mechanics. It's gonna rush across the stage and stuff. The dudes show up again, they're gonna go to the cannons. So Yeah, so if you still have more damage left on the boss, then you would just continue repeating the mechanics like that. But that's that fight. Okay, so this next section with the ads, we've got these like capsule thingy pods. You can attack the pods, and if you destroy it before a certain amount of time, then it won't open up to do this deployment thing. So I would recommend just like picking one to focus on, one or two to focus on. Usually people go to the leftmost one and attack those. Yeah, I think it's good if you're able to get at least two of them, but I didn't manage to do it. And so once the thing opens up, these dudes come out of the pods. So make sure you pick up these ones too. Watch out for this line AoE. Okay, once that's taken care of, the red wall thing that was here disappears, and we can move on to the next area. Sometimes in these like little thingies, they have like treasure chests if you are searching for those things. Okay, I'm gonna pick up these little pugs, and these doors, I'm gonna have to keep an eye on them, because we're gonna get these like smaller rover things coming out of them at some point. So see, I'm like looking around. Also, watch out for their tiny little AoEs. See, there we go, the doors open. Rotors, what did I say? Rovers? It's kind of the same, right? So there's two of them, one on each side, so you watch out, because they're going to rush out. See, there's a line of AoE there. And this one's going to rush out too. Oh yeah, it's actually called Rush. I like it when things are aptly named. They run into it. I think they did. I think they ran into attack that one, and they just like walked right into the AoE. It's fine. They had a healer with them. So make sure you pick up both of these if you're tanking. They're like the mini bosses. The other one was blue, I think. These are little red ones. He was blue, right? Yeah, that's like blue. Anyway. Alright, let's move on. So in this room we got the pods again, so you want to fight those pods. Very good. And they're further away too, so you can't really use your AoE stuff. But it's probably better to use single target to get a bit more damage out, to try to take down at least two of the pods. It's a little bit harder with the NPCs. I don't think they do as much damage as like if you're running with other people. Oh, we do get two pods. Okay, so pick up these two dudes from the pods and then watch out for these rotor ones. Oh yeah, see? Treasure coffer here. Okay, I'm gonna pick up everybody. Watch out for the red line AoEs. Alright, next boss fight. So this is the one that has changed recently. Like, I think a few weeks ago, whenever that last patch came out. So, wait, not a few weeks ago. This was, I recorded this like in August? Oh no, yeah, okay. So the Stormblood duty support stuff rolled out in multiple patches recently, like over the summer. And so this already came out. But the most recent batch came out like a few weeks ago. Anyway, none of that really matters. Let's just go to the fight. So, with this one, Elemental Overload, that's going to be our raid wide. Okay, but it's like fire stuff, okay? Fire Aether loading complete. So the boss has this fire stuff. This fire loaded, okay? Protocol initiated, commencing fire attack. So before we had all sorts of like elemental stuff that was difficult to understand, but here it's a little bit more straightforward. So with the fire attack, we got these types of mechanics. We got cones going like every third, every sixth. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So make sure to dodge out of those. Okay, I stood in it so we see what we get. Okay, we take some damage and a bone stack. Okay, and then we get a stack marker, so stack up. Seriomatics, okay, cones. So ideally you will stand in the safe spot, wait for the unsafe spot to blow up, and then you'll go into that spot, okay? And then here we have the stack marker that we gotta go to. For the sake of the guide, I was standing in everything just to see how much damage you would take. But like, you would stand here, because this is the first clear spot, wait for this to explode, and then move into this one. But then, with the addition of the stack marker, I would say wait for all of the fire stuff to resolve, and then stack up. Or follow whoever has the stack thingy. Okay, I'll take a bit of damage from that. I got a bunch of bone stacks because I was standing and everything. Oh, the boss had a system error. I thought it was a bone stack, but it's a system error. And so that's probably because of the elemental thing, you know, right? Yeah. Fire Aether overloaded, combat system throttled, defense functions impaired. Okay, so technically, yeah, this would be a good time to attack the boss because it's a bit vulnerable. Elemental overload. Okay, so we're going to get a raid wide, and then we are going to get more Aether stuff. So Ice Aether. So every time the elemental stuff changes, we get a different set of mechanics. So Aether, Ice, Ice Aether is going in, commencing ice attack, okay. So here we gotta just find a safe square to stand in. Okay, and we got AoE, so we spread those out away from each other. That's good. Inhibitors disengage, Ice Aether output level maximum. Okay, so repeat mechanics. So you stand in the first safe spot, just like this person is. Wait for the others to blow up, and then you'll go into the next safe spot. Okay, but then we also have to spread out these AoEs. Yeah, and so if you get hit with the ice grid thing, you take like 5k damage, and you get a bone stack. You don't want to do what I'm doing. I'm literally standing in everything, and it was a very close call. So you can die if you get hit with all this stuff. So system error is increasing damage taken. Yeah, so that just means the boss is vulnerable at this point. elemental overload, so it's going to be a raid wide, and then we have the lightning aether now, and so this is going to also give a different set of mechanics. Okay, so we got 2 towers, so we need at least 1 person per tower. Okay, so these line AoEs are going to follow the person they're attached to. So see, it's like moving around as I move around. Just plant it somewhere so that it's not overlapping with anybody else. And then we all get hit with ours. So healers would need to heal up for that. Okay, so here now we got the towers and then these line AoEs attached to us. So the mechanics are overlapping. So just make sure you're spreading out and then you have at least 1 person per tower. So the towers over here went off first, and now we have the second set of towers. Okay, now it's overloaded, it has the system error, so it is a bit more vulnerable. And that's that fight. It is way more streamlined compared to the old fight. The old fight was all over the place. You had to like really read the text and like look at these tiny debuffs to like run around in these like circle or platform things. It was a whole thing. It was not straightforward to figure out or to explain. So okay, in this section there's a bunch of ads. They're in these boxes. So you think there's just one, there's actually a bunch in here. So it's gonna open up. I'm gonna make sure to pick up all of them. Also, there's a treasure here. There's also ads down here, and so eventually we're gonna make our way all the way down there. I'm hitting these a couple times just to make sure that I got them, because this is a long like pathway, and typically the NPCs will just stand as far as they possibly can if it's a long pathway, because they can still see me and see the ads, and so that's why I was hitting the things a few times. Okay, watch out for these long AoEs, and then make sure to pick these up. You don't have to do a big pull like this. I just wanted to see if I could. Also, there's like some ranged enemies over there. So you want to make sure that you have aggro on those ones too. Watch out for the AoE. See, technically I could have gone down even further, but I didn't think that we would be able to make it, so that's why I didn't go all the way over here. Like, it was just that one ad, I guess, but like I think I was expecting another trolley of ads to show up. Is there gonna be another one? Yeah, so I thought that we would get this one if I walked over here, which is why I didn't pick up that one ad, but it looks like they've separated these things, and so it's not too chaotic. And so once this next set comes out, then you gotta pick them all up. I just used my arm's length as a form of mitigation. So arm's length, usually you can use it for knockback prevention, but also when you use arm's length, a bunch of the ads will become slowed, and so in general they'll slow down their attacks and things. See, the slow, and so that can help with the damage input that you're taking. if you ran out of like all your mitigations and stuff. Watch out for the AoEs. Okay, next area. Pick up all these ads. I'm gonna try to make sure the Colossus is facing me the whole time. Watch out for, or not watch out. Here is a treasure coffer if you want it. I try to make sure the Colossus faces me because we've got these like AoEs that will point towards a certain way, but sometimes it will do this. It will target a random person and do the long AoE exhaust. So I can't necessarily control that. But if it does the front cone thing I would prefer for that to be pointing towards me instead of everybody else. See, it turned around there and it's going to do the long AoE. And so for that, or the circle AoE, it just has a set of like things that it'll turn around and like hit random people with. But then this one will always just be in front towards the main tank. For a second I thought this was Mickey ears. I was like, wait a minute, where's the other one? It's over here. Alright, last boss. So for this boss, its arms have names, apparently. Yes. Ketu Slash. This one is going to be the Tank Buster. So there's a huge slash up, okay. Rahu Blaster. So this one's the one that slashed me, and this one, okay, there's R in the name, so it means the right arm, is going to do a line AoE over here. It'll target a random person, do a line AoE, so make sure to dodge that. Okay, Ketu and Rahu. So it's going to use both arms to do something. So we've got these cone AoEs spreading out here, and then we've got one person with a circle AoE. So the person with a circle AoE, just, you know, like Alphanal is there, you just want to stay there and back it up, like stay away from other people. And then everyone else, make sure you're in a safe spot from these cones. This way, little one, this way, time for your medicine. So there's like some person back there calling for the boss, and then it's like feeding on this little like tube thingy, and then it's like spraying this stuff, and so the boss is gonna get some buffs here. Here, empowered Ketu. So the left arm strength is enhanced. Okay, the strength of Inferno's left arm, Ketu, grows. So it has names. And so that means that when it does certain mechanics now, it will be a little bit different. So Ketu Slash, so Tank Buster, but now this time I'm going to have a bleed here. The bleed has a white marker above it, and so you can use Asuna on that. Alphana, please heal. Okay, Rahu Blaster is the same as before. line AoE on random persons, you can dodge out of that. Ketsu slash again, so tank buster, and I got another bleed here. Okay, Ketsu Ratu, so Rahu. So because one of the arms boosted, this mechanic expands a little bit more. So here we've got cone AoEs all over, and then we have a proximity marker now, instead of it being a small circle AoE on one person. Okay, so you want to dodge, you want to try to run away from the proximity marker if you can, while making sure wherever you are, you can plant yourself between one of these cones by the time the cast bar goes off. See, so instead of like running all the way still there, I was just like, I'll just try to run far in this one cone. That's clear. One more time. So the NPCs did just run all the way across, but I didn't think I'd make it. So that's why I went down that way. Okay, one more time. This time, instead of the proximity marker, we have the one person with the AoE, so they just stand further away from everybody. And then find a safe spot between the cones. Okay, Rise of Blaster, targets one person, get out of the line AoE. Ketsu slash is a tank buster with the bleed. Remember, you can use Asuna to get rid of the thing. Okay, so the dude, the technician said it's time for the medicine again, and so the boss is going to go to the front of the stage and then get another hit of this vapor thingy. Okay, so now it's got Empowered, Rahu, Strength of Inferno's right arm, Rahu goes. Okay. Here we've got these ads, and one of them is tethered to a person, and then one of them is carrying like one of this glowing thing, and that glowing thing is the thing that is powering up, is like spraying the stuff on the boss, right? So the glowing thing, and then I think before we were able to see it. See this red glowing thingy? It gets used up when the thing, you know, is spraying this stuff. But then over here, okay, it has a thingy. When the ad shows up, the ad is just bringing another one over there. So you want to attack these ads. You want to get rid of this one so it doesn't refill the thing, and you want to get rid of this one so it doesn't like grab onto this person. Like, see, if the claw reaches the person it's tethered to, then they become seized, and then they won't be able to do stuff until we destroy the claw. And so that really is a distraction, because then this one is like, yeah, I'm just gonna make my way and do my job. And so, yes, it's good to save your party member, but you also want to make sure to take this one down so that it doesn't refill the medicine thing, so then the boss doesn't get stronger. Okay, while that's happening, the boss was doing this thing. The line AoE on somebody. Okay, so watch out for that. Alright, I'm attacking the thing. I'm trying. There we go, so it's fine. Ketsu slash. Okay, there's a tank buster with the bleed. Okay, that was the... Yeah, we managed to destroy it in time. Okay, so the tank buster, yeah, it's just laying here now. So the tank poster with the bleed, and then the Rahu Blaster, yeah. Okay. So that's the regular one we avoid. Okay, this version, we've got circle AoEs that we definitely have to avoid. And then 2 people have circle AoEs that they need to spread out away from everybody. Okay. Okay, and then we have a proximity marker this time. So avoid these ones for sure and get far away from the proximity marker. If the little Magitech claw thing that was delivering the medicine reached the thing, then basically the boss would just get powered up again. So that's why you want to make sure to destroy the medicine thingy so he doesn't get stronger. Great. Yeah. Okay, bye.